Alright, what is up, you guys? I'm here with the Eddie Guerrero WWE DVD collection review. Obviously, No Way Out's not part of this collection. I just think it's a cool centerpiece because it really embodies who Eddie Guerrero was. So what we have here is two main DVDs, and it is worth noting that the SmackDown and Raw tribute shows, they were released separately, one with the tin, which did include all three of these, plus the tribute show, and then a 4-disc set with the Viva La Raza with the other tribute show. I do not have those. I would if they weren't so goddamn expensive. They're literally, I've seen them go for $200 a piece. I'm not going to be throwing around that kind of money right now, or else I would have those. But let's get right into it here. We have the Cheating Death, Stealing Life, the Eddie Guerrero story. This, to me, is the better of the two. This one is a documentary, and this is a very, very well done documentary. And it really does, I think it does, I like the older documentaries better. I think they can go into more mature material. Nowadays, the documentaries seem very watered down nowadays. And this is one that's definitely not watered down. It doesn't sugarcoat his life like the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat one did, or some of the other ones. So, for this one, this is a 2-disc set released in 2004 with a 6-hour runtime. Very cool SmackDown advertisement there. Love that. And this one is, like I said, a documentary with then special feature matches, and it also has some music videos and some video packages for Los Guerreros. So let's get into, I'm not going to bother taking the insert out. The documentary obviously shows his childhood, how he literally grew up in wrestling. Talks about his lowriders, talks about his father dying and then him marrying Vicky Guerrero. And then it gets into his career, and then obviously it gets into how in the early days of his career, he had drug problems, he got in a car accident, he had DUIs, and then it gets into his recovery and his rise, to mid-card to main event level. Obviously ending with No Way Out here, where he won the WWE title against Brock Lesnar. And as for the matches, we do have some on here. You have the very early days, 1988. It gets into AWA, and then it goes into ECW against Dean Malenko, 2 out of 3 falls match. His Halloween Havoc match with Rey Mysterio. Cruiserweight title match, fantastic match. I guess I'll take it out here for disc 2. And, not many matches. There's 10 matches. So that's not bad for a 2-disc set, actually. And then it gets into WWF and then WWE, of course. Survivor Series Triple Threat Elimination match. You have his match against Chris Benoit at Vengeance. And, of course, you have his No Way Out match. And then the Confidential and some more special feature stories, which does involve WrestleMania 20. So this one is packed. This is a fantastic DVD. It's kind of reminiscent of the Hard Knocks DVD, ironically. So definitely pick this one up and, give this one your full attention because it definitely deserves it. Alright, so Viva La Raza, The Legacy of Eddie Guerrero, 3-disc set. Beautiful artwork on this one. Really fully embodies who he was. Show you the spine there. And like I said, this was released in 3 different ways. The 10 and then the 4-disc set with the tribute shows. But we have a runtime of 9 hours, and this was released in 2008. Very cool on the Raw tribute show there. But this 3-disc set is packed with 25 classic Eddie Guerrero matches from WCW, ECW, and WWE. which we'll get into that. So this one is a compilation set, kind of just the best of, but you know, we kind of needed one of those. We had the documentary, so now we need the compilation set. So this is one of the few compilation sets that I think was well deserving, where we did need one. Because 10 matches on that DVD is just not going to do it. You know, you want his full career. So as for the artwork, you just get different matches in the background there. Alright, so this is a pamphlet insert. I miss those. I miss inserts regardless. But what we have is you have matches, and then in between we have different superstars or wrestling personalities giving their intake on his style, his charisma, and just who he was. So that's pretty cool. You get to hear from his peers and his friends, family. But obviously we go back to ECW Hardcore TV from '95, so not going as far back as the other DVD. You have Too Cold Scorpio versus Eddie Guerrero in ECW. You have matches with Dean Malenko, Ric Flair at Hog Wild, Chris Jericho. A bunch of Rey Mysterio matches on here, obviously. Those are gold. Dean Malenko again. And, let's see. Ultima Dragon, Juventud Guerrera, Psychosis, Disc 2, and we're getting into WWF now. European title match against Chris Jericho, his first match on this DVD in WWE. Matt Hardy, King of the Ring qualifying match, very cool. You know, a lot of unreleased matches on here, which is really nice. A lot of Raw and SmackDown, which is always good. And you do get some repeats, pay-per-view matches, but, you know, he strived in those, so they're needed. Okay, save Los Guerreros versus Team Angle, that's cool. John Cena, Parking Lot Brawl, another great match. The Royal Rumble match with Chavo Guerrero, and then his No Way Out match, 2004, with Brock Lesnar. And then you get some more, the Los Guerreros vignettes. Same as the last one, honestly. And then we have Rey Mysterio talking about him a few times on here. Batista, his match with JBL at Judgment Day, very famous botch blade job. And a couple matches with JBL here. Steel cage match, that's a very rare match, so it's cool to have on here. Another steel cage match with Rey Mysterio, and then Batista at No Mercy 2005. His final pay-per-view match. So, and then you have his final televised match, Eddie Guerrero versus Mr. Kennedy. So that one's very cool to have. And that's actually my favorite match ending to any Eddie Guerrero match, where he hit the chair on the mat and then throws it to Mr. Kennedy and lays down, gets him disqualified. Like that's the perfect way to go out. But Eddie Guerrero, you know, he's had really good DVD treatment. You know, he's not oversaturated. They didn't overdo it. They didn't try to cash in like crazy. You know, you just had what was necessary. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a cool look back at the Eddie Guerrero DVDs. This has been the DVD Freak. Peace out.